What's up, fellas? So I got a patron supporter that said, girl, pull back after building the attachment. Okay? And so, I done talked about pullbacks before, but he I built the attachment and she pulled back. This ain't us dating and she pulled back or she kind of liked me a little bit. She pinched my nose and she liked me. No, man, I built the attachment and she pulled back. So what the fuck is that about? Well, first of all, guys, if you got to make sure that she was attached, because in my opinion she probably wasn't attached. And if any of you guys want to know the surefire way to know if your girl is attached, it's simply this. This is the one way to know if your girl is attached. She does 100% of the pursuing and she never complains about it. She has it. She doesn't. She'll hit you up. I got 2 girls now attached. They text me 3 times throughout the day, first thing in the morning, middle of the day, and right before they go to bed. 3 times a day. Do all the fucking pursuing. Okay, guys? That's when you know a woman, and been doing it for months. Okay? That's how you know a woman is attached. If she's not doing that, then she's not attached. Period. I don't care what else she's doing. She's not doing 100% of the pursuing. If you want to find out a girl you think right now that you're dating is attached, you stop initiating contact and see if she does 100% of the pursuing. Now, if she's doing that and she stops doing that, then yes, that is a pullback. But the thing with this, guys, is y'all guys got to understand with the attachment, the woman can only be attached to a man she perceives as having more sexual market value than her. Women, hypergamy nature, it only allows them to date up. Now, most of you guys just think hypergamy is about money. It is not. It's just being higher on the sexual market value, pole than she is. And so when a woman is pursuing you 100%, she essentially is saying you're a higher value than her. That's why she's pursuing you like that. If you're doing 50-50, then y'all are like on the same sexual market value. Whoever's doing the most pursuing, that is their way of saying you're worth more value than me, so I'm gonna do all the pursuing because I don't want you to forget me. That's essentially what a person is saying when they do all the fucking pursuing. Okay, guys? So you need to make sure she sees you as a higher value male. That is the only way. Essentially, you not pursuing, saying you got better shit to do. That's essentially what is, when you break it all the way down, essentially you not pursuing, it also shows a confidence. It also shows that I know you're going to call a text because you know what this is. You know who I am. You know what this is. You better fucking pursue. So it also subconsciously sent a signal that I'm just more higher value than you. This is why you have to pursue at the beginning. Because at the beginning, the woman doesn't know you. So you just another dick. But once she gets to know you, you become the higher value male. This is why a woman can make you do all the pursuing at the beginning. Why? Because we're mostly visual. Like they say, we fall in love with our eyes. Women fall in love through their ears. So at the beginning, a woman can make us do 100% of the pursuing to set all the dates and shit. Because as far as she's concerned, she doesn't know us, so she doesn't care nothing about us. We care because we like what we see. But with women, it's not as visual with them. Sometimes it is. Sometimes if you just a guy that she just really found attractive, then sometimes it can be. But y'all guys know more than likely 90% of the times a woman is just not really gonna care at the beginning. So she has the most value at the beginning because she don't care, because women don't care about looks like that. But once she starts to get to know your personality and your charisma, then shit starts to change. Okay, guys? So that's the number one thing with the attachment. Make sure she's attached first. Okay, guys? Next, guys, and this is, this baffles me. You see how this is attached? Now it's not attached. Attached, not attached. Guys, attachments are not some kind of lifetime achievement award. Okay? So let's say you at the beginning, you did everything right. The woman got attached. and she made everything easy for you, then you started catching feelings. If you start getting attached, she's gonna become unattached, because at that point you're gonna start treating her like she's higher value than you. And once you do that, women naturally lose interest. The woman has to always subconsciously think that you're of higher value, unless she sees you as a beta male provider. And at that point, it don't matter. At that point, but what I tell you guys, don't get into relationships with women who view you as a beta male provider. I ain't saying don't fuck them. Hey, what I say, get your shit together, dig them down and talk them to the side of the road. I still stand by that. Use women hypergamous nature against them. I still stand by that. But don't get in no relationship with no woman who views you as a beta male provider, because the love life is gonna suck. You only want to get in for all my purple pill brothers out here, and even my red pill guys who do rotations. I don't put women in my rotation who view me as a beta male provider. I would not put a woman in my rotation who views me that way. Only women that go in my rotation that I'm gonna see on a consistent basis are women who I know view me as an alpha male. I don't want no woman, I don't want to date no woman consistently that I'm just using her hypergamy nature against her. Fuck that shit. I'll fuck her. I ain't gonna sit up here and tell you, act like I'm no fucking saint, like I ain't gonna fuck her. I'll fuck the shit out of her. But she ain't going in my fucking rotation. So you can lose the attachment, guys. Make sure that you stay on your shit. Make sure the game never ends. Okay? She has to always view you as an alpha male, as the alpha male. She has to always pursue you. If that dynamic starts to change and you get comfortable and you start thinking like, oh, well, I don't gotta, I can just, pursue and do this, she can lose the attachment, because at that point, she starts thinking she's of higher value. It's just the way women, that hypergamous nature, they have to date up. They have to date a guy that they think has more sexual market value than them. And I won't put manipulation into this, guys, because with the attachment, guys, manipulation doesn't come into play. Manipulation only comes into play when you dating a woman. Okay? When the attachment is built, the manipulation, manipulation just doesn't enter into the equation. That only comes into play when you're dating a woman and she kind of like you a little bit, and so she pulled back to play these little games. One thing y'all guys will see out of women who, once you done built the attachment, they don't play these little stupid ass games because they see you as a high value. Let me ask y'all guys something, just to kill this right here. If a woman is attached to you and she doing 100% of the pursuing, what's she gonna pull back from? Think about that. You already act like you don't give a damn. So why would she pull back? Pull back from what? You pull back in the follow, your ass gonna be out the fucking door. So you know that if a woman is attached to you and she's doing 100% of the pursuing, why would you pull back when I already, it already looked like I don't give a damn? You only want to pull back on somebody who's showing weakness to really get them to chase. This motherfucker ain't chasing your ass to begin with. This motherfucker ain't even pursuing you. So you gonna pull back on that, pull back, and what you think he gonna do? The motherfucker don't even call you as is. So manipulation doesn't come into play unless a woman thinks that, you really like her. You already kind of acting like you don't give a shit. Okay, guys? And the last point I want to make, guys, is familiarity. Now, y'all guys got to understand, and most of you guys need to hear this, because a lot of y'all guys start getting scared. You meet women, you start getting scared, and you lose your shit. Let me tell you something right now. I don't care how hot and heavy things is at the beginning. At some point, things are going to cool off. It doesn't mean that she like you no less or none of that shit, guys. It just means that she's getting familiar with you. Okay, let me give y'all a case in point. Y'all guys know how when a rocket is going into outer space, it's got to go real hard to break that crust, right? It's got to go real hard to break that crust, the atmosphere. Once it breaks the atmosphere, it can hit more of a cruising speed, but it's got to go real hard. The rockets and all that, when you see the rockets break off, that means it done broke the atmosphere. But to break the atmosphere, it's got those rockets and shit trying to break the atmosphere. Once it breaks, then the rockets fall off. That's the same way what love with a woman is. She's trying hard to get your attention, she's competing with other girls, she's trying hard to get your attention, And then once she got your attention, once she got you where she feels like, she don't got to compete so hard no more. And I'm talking about a relationship where she kind of feel like, okay, she done earned a spot in your rotation or your girlfriend, whatever the case may be. Then she hit more of a cruising altitude. So she might be doing extra at the beginning, where she just doing so much at the beginning, showing so much affection at the beginning. And then once she sees that she has a steady spot in your rotation or in your week, then she kind of cools off. That's human nature, guys. That's human nature. It's human nature for me being 6'4", 6'5", 230, 240 pounds. It's human nature for me, if I was finna fight a guy 5'5", 140, to take him light. I mean, he might kick my ass, but it's just human nature to look over there and be like, man, he's half my size. That's human nature. It's human nature also, like if you get a car, just say right now you get a brand new Lambo, you're going to be all hot and heavy the first month or two, right? And then you're going to have a cooling off period. You're going to get used to it. It don't mean that you don't like the car as much as you used to. You just got comfortable with it. So the first couple of months, you might have been like, oh, taking pictures with it and doing all type of shit and all in the car, on top of the car, doing like this, riding all across town, making sure everybody see the damn car. And then after 2 months, not saying that you don't like the car that much no more. You just done got familiar with it. It's not... The thrill is gone. It doesn't mean that you don't like the car. So you guys got to stop panicking when you get with these women and things hit that cooling off period. It doesn't mean that she doesn't like you no more. It just means that she's gotten comfortable with her role, that she knows that, okay, at least he likes me enough. I don't got to do so much. I won't even say a person sits around and think like this, right? It's just human instincts. I don't think nobody sits around and say, I don't think I got to try so hard. Nobody does that. It's just human nature that things start off hot and heavy and then they hit a cooling off period, guys. All right, so stop panicking when the woman isn't all over you and, blowing you up 10 times a day or whatever the fuck she was doing. Just calm the fuck down. Just understand she's gotten familiar with you. She feels like she's earned the fucking spot. We all do the fucking same thing. When you go to a fucking job, you the best employee to ever work at that motherfucker for about a month. Then your ass get a little comfortable and then you do just enough to keep from getting fired. All right, it's just the way it is, guys. So stop panicking when you think girls are pulling back and they just actually just gotten comfortable with you and she might not be all over your dick the way she was 2 months ago. All right, guys. All right. I'll get back with you guys later.